Yeah, I thought early on we were pretty good. I thought the second quarter we started trying to make, too many guys were making plays that shouldn't try to make plays, and we turned the ball over. First quarter, I loved the ball movement. We played downhill a lot. We played through our bigs. We moved the ball, and it was good basketball. Then after that, it looked like everybody who grabbed it tried to make a play, and it's just not who most of them were. But, we got a good burn, which I thought was would love that one, but I wanted to burn some minutes, and we did that.
Just what do you think of Chris to start that?
Yeah, I thought he was great. I thought Chris stood out in that group. I thought Ty was good. And Ryan played short minutes, but he can play. You could see that. So, it was good for them to play. Good for Gal to get a lot of minutes, too. These minutes are important for us, especially a guy like Gal who can play in the playoffs. Unfortunately, with the league rules, two-way players can't play in the playoffs, which is just insane, but that's for another day. But Gal can, and so those minutes, and Jay played minutes, so those minutes were important.
With these young guys, you haven't seen.
Good for me.
Marshawn's been hurt for a while, so just to get them.
Yeah, listen, I'm at a disadvantage with our young guys because I wasn't in training camp. I didn't see them play. By the time we haven't had many practices. So these literally, like Ryan, other than a couple, I haven't seen guys play much. So it was good to see guys play.
With Andre, he comes in. You put him on Shea. He comes. I saw you kind of coach him up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Pat did. What? Andre has played for you. So what did you want to see in those minutes?
Just too aggressive against great players. Great players use they love an aggressive player. They just let you turn them to the right where they want to go, and they go. And he did the same thing the last game too against Orlando, and that's something he's going to have to learn. Like, he's a long athlete. Sometimes being aggressive affects the player, and sometimes it doesn't. He got to know when it doesn't. When they're using it against him, Shea was literally wanting him to pressure him so he can turn him, and then he can go where he wanted to go. And that's a good lesson for him. He'll get better at that.
I believe absolutely none of the scenarios have been wiped off the board. It's still, you could play anybody between 5 and 8. You guys could be in
scouting nightmare. We know we'll be between 2 and 4. We do know that. That's certainty. Other than that, we don't know anything. We have one more game. If we win, we know where we're at. If we don't, we could be 2, 3, or 4. So the good news is, no matter what, we'll be at home for game 1. That we do know. If we're 2, we have to wait find out. If we're 3 and 4, at least we can have 4 practices knowing who our opponent is. So there's a lot of scenarios that are good there.
Just approaching that final game, there's a bunch of scenarios. Obviously, I'm guessing you're not really worried about them. Just go out and win. How much does it mean to finish strong on Sunday?
Listen, it'd be nice. It's not gonna, if we win, that doesn't mean we're gonna win the title. If we lose, that doesn't mean we're gonna lose the title. Once game 1, can you remember game 82nd last year? Yeah, that's my point. So game 1 is really important. But I would like to win. Really, I would like to go win in Orlando, and so we decide where we want to be.